What's going on, guys? We're going to take a quick little technical analysis look on Tesla. So I kind of just called this out in the Discord a couple, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, something like that, was saying keep eyes on Tesla over 685. So as Tesla starts to reconfirm the 20-day moving average here on the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking at a lot of room ahead. So the next stop is going to be somewhere in the 690, 700s. That's the big area of supply that Tesla has. So if you are a day trader or a scalper, you've got at least 5 to 7 points worth of room here, with an easy stop loss being back under the 20. Okay. So realistically, if you guys do not have a strategy, I trade in a way that seems very complex with all of the moving parts here, but once you understand, it's very, very clear. Because with the strategy that I'm using here, and with the kind of indicators and the price action, like what's going on in the movement of the stock is very, very clear. We're clearing out the 20 period moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Big macro level here. We do have room into 691 as well as 699. So what does that tell you? If you are a day trader, if you are a scalper, hey, when this happens and this confirms, we potentially have room to go here. And that's where we want to be taking profits into the next profit taking area. Stocks are going to trade from supply to supply, and when they lose an area of demand, down to the next area of demand. So Tesla still has a strong demand zone between $620 and $650. Okay, it is what it is. It's been that way for quite some time now, going back just a couple of months. You can see every time we kind of get into this box here between that 620 and 650 range, Tesla puts up these massive bounces out of this range here. And we kind of came down recently, into last week, and held this area 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? So as we start to bounce and come out of this zone here, we are going to have a little bit of problem area here, okay? That problem area being in that $700 range. 690 is going to be very troublesome. We're going to need to really either a gap over this, right, with the rest of the overall market, or we're just going to have to tread lightly and continue to chop around sideways a little bit, allow some more consolidation from Tesla, and then to explode. Now, once Tesla does explode through 700, we have a next stop of 716. That's all we're doing. We're playing from supply to supply and demand to demand. Now, what this is also good for is if you have a hard time, when should you stop out? When should you take profits? It's all right here in front of you. If you guys would like to learn how I trade, definitely go down to the description box below. All of my links are there. Join the Discord community, get access to my video courses and showing you guys how I outline all this stuff, on a day in and day out basis, whether you guys trade stocks or options. But one thing that I do kind of want to point out here on Tesla, as it is kind of pushing higher here, your area of stop, your area of your last bit of support here that you would be looking at is 675, okay? As long as Tesla is over 675, you are in the trade long. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, the stock price right now currently is $686, and you're telling me, a 10-point risk. If that's too much for you, then Tesla is too much for you. If you cannot afford to give yourself a 10-point risk on a potential trade, right, on a stock like Tesla, where we know that this thing can move 5, 10 points in a matter of minutes, in a matter of an hour, so forth and so forth, then maybe you need to trade a smaller stock. Only reason being is that because of this. If you get into this trade long here and Tesla pulls back on you 5 points, right, but it never loses its demand zone, right, the 675 demand zone, it never loses that. You stop out down 5 points, and then lo and behold, 2 hours later, this thing ripped for another 15. You're going to be kicking yourself in the rear, right? So if you can't handle that, then don't trade Tesla. That's my best advice. You're going to have to kind of swing with the punches here as Tesla 687 starting to build more. What I'm looking at here on Tesla is to come into the 690, 691 area. That's going to be the first profit taking zone that you're going to want to take on this if you're looking for a day trade. Anybody who's looking for a quick scalp, a quick day trade in over 685 to 690, 691, that's going to be your area. If you want to swing this, again, you're swinging this. Your stop loss is $675 flat. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're not here to bend or change the rules. The stop loss is, I'm not just making this up out of thin air. It's the last support that we have here. The last support that we have here is a 10 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. If we're going to use a big time frame like the 4 hours, then we need to allow this trade to develop, and we need to allow this trade to work. So what I'm actually looking for here, if you are going to swing trade this, as long as we're over 675, I would be trying to target 700, 702, 703. As soon as we get into that range, I would want to be taking profits off the table, depending on how many shares that you're trading or how many options contracts that you have. Definitely leave a runner. Anything over 702 has room to stretch into 715, 716. So that could present also a fantastic trade as the market with the NASDAQ 100 and the SPY starts to push up here. NASDAQ 100 currently up about 54 points right now. So looking good. Just wanted to kind of make this quick little note here on Tesla and where I see it. But again, Tesla has really held this 750 zone. I'm just going to call it that. It's a little bit higher than 750, but this 750 zone has been acting as a very, very strong area of demand. Now, if Tesla does start to lose a 755, 750 zone and starts to work down here, I would short this from 750 into the 720 range, okay? I want to clear up my position closer to 740, 730, 720s. I want to be out because I don't want to get trapped and have this snap back on me. Hope that makes sense. Again, if you guys like this kind of content, I'm bringing you guys educational content that you can use to put forth in your trading system and plans each and every single day to help you profit and make money each and every single day. Make sure to join the Discord. Make sure to get access to my study guides and my strategies. Those links are down in the description box below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.